I'm a Miami local, and Coconut Grove is my absolute favorite neighborhood in Miami. In today's video, I'm going to take you to some of my favorite spots, including a gorgeous Mediterranean castle, a stunning sunset walk, a hidden courtyard, and of course, tons of great places to eat. If you have a Miami trip coming up, you definitely don't want to miss this video. Good morning. So today I'm going to take you to my favorite neighborhood in Miami, which is Coconut Grove. A couple years ago, I did another Coconut Grove video, and honestly, a lot has changed in a couple years. So there's a lot of updates, and also there's a lot of places I didn't get a chance to include in the first video that are really amazing, and you don't want to miss them. So I'm going to take you for the first stop to a beautiful and very unique place called Vizcaya. Let's go. Vizcaya is a gorgeous Mediterranean-style mansion that was built in 1916. Since 1953, it's been converted into a museum where you can tour both the stunning outside gardens as well as the beautifully preserved rooms inside the mansion. Vizcaya offers free parking, which is pretty amazing in Coconut Grove. While admission is usually $25 per person, it's currently at $20 due to some ongoing renovations. Additionally, they offer free admission for U.S. military, as well as people with disabilities and an accompanying caregiver. So, it's May in Miami, and it's already really hot. It already feels like summer. So if you're coming in May or June or July, you really might want to plan your visit for the morning where it's a bit cooler. It's not too bad right now, but in a couple weeks, it's going to be that much hotter. And there's a lot of beautiful gardens here, so you really want to be able to comfortably see them. So let's check out the inside. I have to say it is nice and cool inside, so that's a definite plus. Garden is beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. It's an indoor garden, so there's an atrium above, which actually keeps it really climate controlled and cool. Really, really lovely. Good idea. Vizcaya was built by millionaire James Deering. He came to South Florida for the sunshine and warm climate at his doctor's recommendation, as he was afflicted with a condition called pernicious anemia. Now, this part is outside, not climate controlled, but is so beautiful. It's supposed to look like Venice, and it's really, really pretty. In Miami, this is actually a really popular spot for weddings. So if you're looking for your next wedding destination, consider this. Deering hired Colombian landscape architect Diego Suarez to create the extensive gardens of Vizcaya. The gardens were heavily inspired by Italian villas, and their juxtaposition right next to Biscayne Bay is really quite stunning. It also offers some much-needed breeze in the hot weather. And definitely do bring your cameras for these gardens. There's literally photo ops pretty much everywhere. You'll actually notice a lot of people dressing up to go to Vizcaya just for this purpose. Okay, so it's significantly hotter over here, but the water actually was pretty nice and fresh. You felt a lot of nice breeze, but over here it's a bit hotter, but it's really so beautiful. So it's worth a few minutes of sweating just to experience the beauty, and really these gardens are absolutely incredible. Sadly, James Deering died in 1925, less than 10 years after he had built Vizcaya. Vizcaya was hit by a hurricane just 2 years later in 1927, incurring great damages and falling into disrepair over subsequent years. However, in 1952, the estate was sold to Miami-Dade County for a total of $1 million. And in 1953, the house and gardens were opened as a museum to the public. So now we're back inside, which is kind of a relief because it was getting a bit hot. And it's actually nice and cool inside. And we're back in this indoor garden with the atrium, so it's climate controlled and it feels really lovely. Let's see what's up there. Undergoing quite a bit of construction at the moment, so the gardens and many parts of the house are still super lovely, but unfortunately there are many things missing. Hopefully by the time you're watching this they might be done with those renovations. However, you do get a little discount while renovations are going on, so that's nice. So here, oh, it's another bathroom. It's pretty cool. And then, oh, this is beautiful. Look at this bed. Can you imagine sleeping in here? Can you imagine waking up to this view every morning? Pretty nice. Not a bad place to eat breakfast either. This is such a beautiful place, but one thing I will say is that there's a lot of people taking photos and videos, and obviously I'm one of them, but I am trying to be very conscious and very conscious about it. But yeah, sometimes you will have to wait a lot for some photo ops, but that's okay because there's a lot of beautiful photos you can take here. So pretty in here. I could live like this. Why not? So at least nowadays we have AC. I guess you probably didn't have it back then. This part of the house is also very nice and fresh. The AC is strong, so also a pretty great place to explore when it's hot. Half this many dishes in my house. Oh, and this is a cool thing. I believe this is called a dumbwaiter. That's where they would send the dishes from downstairs to upstairs. See what's in this room. Can you imagine having a friend over for coffee here? It'd be pretty impressive. Room in here. Let's see what this is. This one almost kind of looks like Dracula's dining room, so maybe not my favorite room in the house. So now we're gonna head over to the cafe briefly. I kind of hate to leave this AC because it's so lovely, but I'm sure they'll have AC in there too. But first we have to go outside. The cafe and gift shop. So they do have a lot of options here. Lots of vegan options I see. Not that many gluten-free options. However, there are a bunch of salads, of course. So that's an option. We're going to go somewhere else very soon to eat, somewhere that I really like. But we're going to get some drinks for now to cool off. So I got a lemonade. I'm told it's fresh squeezed, and they actually squeeze the lemons right here. And it's definitely a lemonade candidate, so let's try it. I like it a little more tart, but actually it's really good. Very refreshing. So now we're heading for lunch to a place that we love with that amazing pizza. And yes, they do have gluten-free pizza. Carlos found us an awesome parking spot. Right, baby?
Straight always.
Right in the center of the Coco Walk shopping plaza is a great local spot called Mr. 01 Pizza. This is a local chain that started right here in Miami and has since expanded all over Florida and to Georgia as well. Mr. 01 is known for their authentically Italian pizzas made with imported Italian flour and dough that is slowly fermented for 72 hours. This long style of fermentation actually greatly reduces the gluten. so it's ideal for those who are gluten sensitive. However, they do also offer a completely gluten-free crust option. Their pizzas are absolutely delicious. In our previous Coconut Grove video, we recommended Harry's Pizza, but they are unfortunately no longer in business. But you know what? I actually think Mr. O1 Pizza is even better.
That was so good. But now it's so hot outside and it's like 5 p.m. already. So I'm going to show you another place. This was in my previous video as well, and it's still here and it's still great. This place is called Narbona, and it's kind of a mix of a lot of things. It's a gourmet food store, it's a restaurant, and it has great gelato. So I've never been to the restaurant. I've heard it's good. A little bit pricey, but it's great for gelato. So there's a lot of people in here today, but if you go to the back, that's where you find the gelato.
We come to Narbona regularly for their gelato, which we love. Narbona also has an incredible gourmet goods store in the back. And also, just look at this beautiful floor. I really never get tired of coming here.
I love this place. I feel like it's such a little hidden gem. Even though it's right there in Coco Walk, a lot of people don't really seem to know about it or know what it is. Cheers. So good.
So now we're getting closer to sunset, and actually now is a perfect time to walk because there's this great breeze. And honestly, this is just such a lovely place to walk. It's very, very walkable. Probably one of the most walkable areas of Miami besides South Beach. Now let us take you to a hidden gem that most people overlook in Coconut Grove. Inside the Mayfair Hotel is a gorgeous courtyard that makes you feel like you're somewhere else entirely. It actually reminds me a bit of Sevilla in Spain. If you've seen our previous Coconut Grove video, we visited here as well. This is a unique and tranquil space, and it's definitely worth a visit. They often have pop-up restaurants here from time to time as well, which is definitely something to look out for.
Looks like they don't have any pop-ups happening here at the moment, but check back. Probably there will be by the time you visit.
We stopped in for some quick refreshment at Pura Vida. Pura Vida is a cafe that, like Mr. O1 Pizza, started right here in Miami. However, it has since expanded to multiple states. There are several locations here in Miami, but this one in Coconut Grove is absolutely humongous. It's a really lovely place to sit, and they have tons of gluten-free and vegan options. And Carlos enjoyed his dairy-free matcha to help revive him for the rest of our walk. Next, we headed over to my daughter's favorite spot, which is here in Peacock Park. There's a playground that she loves, and something really handy to know for parents is that there's a very cute restaurant that faces the playground called Glass and Vine. This is actually a really popular spot for parents as they can enjoy a drink or a meal while supervising the kids playing in the playground. Pretty cool. If you walk down the sidewalk a bit further in Peacock Park, you'll come across a beautiful waterfront. We featured this place in our previous video as well, and it's definitely a gorgeous spot to hang out and watch the view. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can join us for many more adventures coming soon. And now we're heading home for the day, but stay tuned until tomorrow because we're going to take you on one of our favorite walks in Coconut Grove. So we're about to take you on our favorite walk. We're at the marina in Coconut Grove, and we are just around sunset time. This is the perfect time for a walk. It is so incredibly beautiful here. I highly recommend coming for a walk when you come to Coconut Grove. You'll see what I mean. The Dinner Key Marina is just a short walking distance from the waterfront at Peacock Park, where we left off yesterday. Dinner Key definitely has that Florida Keys laid-back vibe, and you somehow instantly feel like you're on vacation here, even if you're a local. There are several restaurants in the area where you can enjoy fresh seafood with beautiful waterfront views. So as you're gonna see in a minute, there are a bunch of restaurants and clubs and kind of lounges around over here. Dinner Key was originally an island, but was connected to the mainland back in 1914. You know, in case we forget that we're in Miami, it's on the sign. Apparently, Dinner Key received its name from being known as a convenient place to stop to eat while traveling by boat. And interestingly enough, there once was a small airport located here from 1932 to 1945 that was operated by the former airline Pan Am. This is such a beautiful walk to take when you visit Coconut Grove, and I especially recommend coming in time for sunset. Isn't it beautiful? So now, after that long walk, we're pretty thirsty and we're ready for some ice cream. All right, so we're back in the center of Coconut Grove, right near Coco Walk over there, and we're gonna go get some ice cream. There are so many great places for ice cream and frozen yogurt in the Grove, but Danielle's is another one of our favorites. A local Miami chain, Danielle is known for handcrafted artisanal Italian gelato. My go-to flavor is their passion fruit yogurt flavor. It's delicious and not too sweet. There are just too many amazing places in Coconut Grove to list in just one video. Not to mention tons of hidden gems throughout Miami that most tourists miss out on. I'm currently putting together a Miami travel guide with all of my favorite spots throughout the city. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to get notified once it's ready. Thank you for joining us on our little tour of Coconut Grove. If you've liked this video, we truly appreciate you giving us a like. It really helps support our channel. And if you love to travel, check out our entire travel playlist and stay tuned for our upcoming adventures. We'll see you in the next video.